How do you feel about the synergies for this deal? Are you optimistic, obviously, but how do you feel about other potential consolidation in the financial services industry? You know, Nelson Peltz is also getting involved, saying there should be more consolidation. How do you feel about that as well?
I think the bottom line, Bob, for all this is that, I'm a little sad our name's going away. But having said that, I have tremendous confidence in Walt Bettinger and his entire team, as well as Chuck, in terms of being able to realize the synergies, which are going to be considerable. And if we get a little help from the market, I mean, the Schwab going forward could very well be a $100 billion market cap. We'll already have $5.5 trillion in assets. When I began 19 years ago, our market cap was $700 million and $24 billion in assets. So I'm a little sad it ain't going away. I couldn't be prouder of what we've been able to accomplish all over that time. And we couldn't be in better hands with regards to Schwab going forward. You know, with regard to what Nelson said as far as more consolidation in the marketplace, I think if you look at financial services in general, there should be more consolidation. When you specifically look at the online brokerage world per se, most of that consolidation has taken place. Our deal clearly was transformational. Then Morgan Stanley bought E-Trade. There could still be a couple of other things, but I think real consolidation is in general financial services as opposed to the online brokerage.
I'm curious about whether Walt Bettinger and Charles Schwab are going to use you. You did a lot of mergers when you were there. You did Scottrade, you did TD Waterhouse, and you very successfully integrated them. This is a big integration project. Are you going to be involved in helping with that transition and that integration, given how successful you were in the prior mergers that you handled?
Well, you know, we had done, whether I was CEO or chairman, we did 11 mergers, and I think we were 11-0 with regards to the success of those. But you know, we've been talking to Walt and the different teams at Schwab for the last 2-3 years now, and they are more than qualified to be able to handle this. They don't need me going forward, but I have every confidence that they will realize the synergies that we've talked to Wall Street about. They'll do that. I'll still be emotionally connected, but I'm not going to be part of that going forward.
I want to ask you about the retail traders, because that is one of the big stories this year. We always used to assume the retail traders were about 15% of overall trading. It seems much higher this year, maybe 20-25%. Your own Ameritrade's own daily average revenue trades are up over 100%. So there's a lot of trading going on. There's also Robinhood. How do you feel about the retail trader this year? Is it good news that there are more retail traders involved, or are you worried that some might get burned by excessive trading?
Well, you know, somebody can always get burned by doing excessive anything. But I think the reality is, I think you're about right as far as the numbers go. I think it's probably double what normal volume would have been a year or two ago. I think COVID's got a lot to do with that. One of the things that I know has happened at TD Ameritrade, we have some pretty good educational systems and products and services that our client base can take advantage of, and they are doing that. So the combination of those two are really pretty good. In the past, no, frankly, when you and I have spoken in the past, Bob, I've said that I think that I've always felt that the retail trading was a lagging indicator in terms of what's going on. I think a lot has improved significantly over the last year or so, and I think they're doing a much better job now of buying on weakness and selling into strength. So I think for the most part, they're doing better. Now, is there going to be somebody that maybe takes something to an extreme that's going to have a problem? That can always happen any place, anywhere, anytime, in any field.
Yeah. The second big story of this year is Spax. And the question, what does famous and successful people like yourself do in 2020? They start a SPAC. And you too have started a SPAC, Fundamental Global New America. You want to tell us what this is doing briefly, and what do you feel the role of SPACs are in the going public process?
Well, I think first, as I go forward, I'm chairman of Fundamental Global and Capital Advisor, which is an asset management and wealth management company. We announced SPAC FG&A, Fundamental Global New America, which, as you pointed out, I think SPACs going forward, I think, allow tremendous more flexibility in terms of working with a merger candidate that is interested in bringing something to market, number one. I think we differentiate ourselves a little bit in the sense that I think we've got a management team that has just incredible operating experience. And the other thing I think we'll do a really good job of focusing on, you know, everybody looks at the numbers, the EBITDA numbers, the different ratios, et cetera. But at the end of the day, when you run stuff, as you know, the experience that I've had, it's all about the people. And you've got to have the right management team that has the right strategy, but is good enough that they can simplify it so they can execute and be a leader in the market niche they choose to participate in. And with regards to us, I mean, all the compensation is based on equity. And our objective is not to bring a deal and go away. Our objective is to bring a deal with a company that we'd really be proud of down the road.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.